Hey everyone, welcome back to Gardener Reviews. We are once again out in the tool shed today. We're going to be unboxing a piece of OPE outdoor power equipment. Of course, we're going gasless, cordless. It's going to be awesome. Let's check it out. And here it is. This is the Ego Power Plus 16-inch string trimmer. You might call it a weed eater. There's a lot of different names for it, but you know them, you love them. And this is the newest model from Ego. Now, typically, years past, I used to run outdoor power equipment a lot. I did that through most of my high school years, early kind of life. I did a lot of lawn care, all that kind of stuff. So I have a great appreciation for just a high quality string trimmer. But this is my first like cordless one, first like gasless one. I'm typically running like, or in the past I had run like Steels and all those types. And they work great, but this is going to be my first kind of branch off into like the cordless from Ego. Now I have a couple of other tools from Ego, like their blower. I had their kind of multi-head attachment thing with a brush on it. That worked great too. But this one really caught my eye for a couple of reasons. One, it's incredibly lightweight. It has a adjustable handle that makes that really nice. So if I'm running it one day, I can get that fitting me really well. And if someone else picks it up and uses it, whether they're taller or shorter, they can kind of adjust that handle and make that fit them really well. You don't have to sit there and tinker with it too much. And then two incredible features on this Ego is, I think they're calling it, was it Line IQ? Yeah, Line IQ, which is basically an auto feed function. So you don't have to bump the head of it to actually spool out any more line. It's just going to do it automatically. We'll test that out. We'll see how it works. I'm assuming, I mean, I've never had a real issue with any Ego product yet. So I'm assuming this is going to work really well. So, and then the other awesome feature, and I think they've had this on one or two previous weed trimmers, is the, what do they call it? Powerload. So they're calling it a Powerload. And basically you get to take the strings, and instead of pulling the head apart and wrapping it up and then having issues with that, you feed one end into each side, press a button, and it winds itself up. Really, really cool. So those features kind of really just impressed me. Plus, again, not having to deal with a gas motor. I don't have like a tremendous amount of yard or work that I got to do with this that would justify something like a gas weed eater where you got to run, you know, hours and hours at a time. This is going to get exactly what I need done, and I'll probably be able to do it off of a single charge easily. I might be able to even get like 2 jobs done out of a single charge. So this kit does come with a 4 amp hour battery and a charger. I have one of their, it's one of their like rapid chargers up on the wall here behind me. And so I'll probably, I don't know what I'll do with this charger, but we'll find a use for it. Of course, more batteries is always a good thing. So let's jump into it though. Enough gabbing on my part. Let's see here. Looks kind of different. Little setup here. All right, so you got some tabs. Pull up on these. And tape, of course. Let's see if I can just peel that. I don't know why I even start one of these videos if I don't have a knife nearby. Seems silly, and I should know my I should know by now to just have a tape in my, or a tape, have a knife in my pocket. There we go. But here we are, peeling tape off. You gotta do what you gotta do. So this looks like it's gonna open. We'll just do this like this. Here we are. We'll get this box out of the way here in a second. So here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is what this looks like. If you were to buy this in its kit. And I think that's about the only way they're selling them right now is this setup right here. So really awesome. Again, it's super lightweight because they actually have a carbon fiber shaft on this thing. That makes it really nice. So here's how that's going to come out of the box. Pretty awesome. Now you got this hinge system here, which is really, really cool. Really awesome. So I don't know if that's like, might be an easy way of storing it. It's pretty cool. I didn't even quite pay attention to that feature. That might be a really nice additional feature for you out there. It kind of folds up into a nice short package there. So that's what that looks like. Let's see. Is there a special way of unlocking it? That's the question. No, there's not. So it's just stiff, and then you can add, looks like a screw on there. So that's going to lock up like that. And here it is. It's a little long. You guys might not be capturing all this or seeing all this on the camera, but that's what that looks like. And then here's that adjustable handle portion. You just lift up on this lever here, and then this shaft should retract and pull back in. So actually that's as short as it's going to run, and then you can adjust this out. Looks like quite a ways. I'm not entirely sure. So about there. So pretty wide range there. I'm gonna say maybe 8 inches, 10 inches, something like that. So we'll fold it back up nice and short, and let's get the rest of the things out of the box here, and then we'll show off the main unit a little bit more. So of course it's going to come with a little string and some manuals. I believe this is, yeah, it's 0.095 inch string, so you can run any string that's the same size. Should have no issues there. And here are the additional accessories here. So this is the grab handle and its attachment point there. And then you've got your guard right there. Set those off to the side. Get this box out of the way. And also there. Here's the battery. So this is the 4 amp hour battery, which I think I've got, what size do I have? No, I think I might have a 2.5, something like that. I have a couple of additional batteries for them. Nice and tight. So there it is. Great looking batteries. They've got some weight to them, but again, these run a long time, and it does have a like a fuel gauge here or a power level. And I like that it used to just be a solid ring, and then it would like kind of change color. This is way more accurate. It's got like 5 bars in there, so matching. Yep. So I've got another. Oh, this is a 5. Interesting. Okay, so I've got a 5 amp hour here. It comes with a 4, and then this was a 2.5. And you can see the older 2.5. It just has a solid ring, which is functional, but I like the gauge a little bit better. So weight wise, those feel really similar. The 4 and 5 amp hour battery. Just looking at it, I can't see a giant difference in terms of size. So kind of interesting. I didn't realize there was a 4 and a 5 amp hour battery, but now I know. So there's that. And last, but certainly not least, is the charger. And this looks different than the old ones. This is pretty interesting. I don't know if this has changed, but I think one of the original tools I got, it definitely looked different. If I remember correctly, it was all gray. I don't know if this charges any faster, but it definitely looks a little different. So pretty nice. So you got like a little carry handle here on the back. You got a couple of spots for mounting it to a wall or whatever you would like to. So we'll set all this kind of up here. It's a giant mess. I'm gonna throw this outside so I got room, and then we will continue. Just take a quick look at the string trimmer here. Okay, out you go. All right, so back to the string trimmer. Here it is. Again, this without the battery, incredibly lightweight. Far lighter than like a gas one. With the battery on there, obviously that changes everything, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty comparable. And then the balance seems probably about right. You know, the head is obviously got some weight to it, and the back motor battery area is going to have some weight. So I like the mounting option here. So you got this nice like hook thing that you can put a screw or something, and you could hang that. I guess you could do it this way. You could do it this way. Got a couple options there. That's always great for putting it up on a wall or something like that. The trigger, very nice. Of course, it's like a safety trigger, so you're going to pull back on this little lever here, and then you can depress the main trigger and get that going. And then on top here, looks like you have 2 different speed modes, and you can kind of switch between the 2 with that. So let's throw a battery in here. It does have string on, so I'm going to have to be careful so I don't hurt myself. All right. right, this is, I'm just going to get a feel for it balance wise. Definitely back heavy, but it's not horrible. And it honestly, like the way this is molded kind of right in here, it works really well. You can kind of rest your forearm. The tool kind of rests in there. And then you can kind of, ooh. Okay, well, I'm not going to go too crazy. That sounds really nice. It's very quiet. That's fast. That is speed 2. Let's go down to speed 1. Oh, okay. There is a variable trigger. I wasn't sure. At first I couldn't tell with the speed 1 or speed 2. Wow. Okay. That is really moving fast with speed 2, and it is a variable trigger, which is really nice. So it kind of mimics that gas motor and any other kind of modern power tool that you're used to. So if you're getting into a thin spot in the grass, instead of adjusting the speed down or something like that constantly up or down, you can kind of just taper it up and down with a trigger. So very nice system there. This thing's awesome. Again, carbon fiber shaft all the way down, and you've got your head here. You can see all the kind of advertising here, the line IQ and the power load. So I'll take this off, but this is kind of the heart of it right here. So this is the power load section. I'm going to look in the manual just to double check, but you basically, if I remember correctly, you get your line started in there, and then you're going to press this button, and it's going to spool a bunch in there, and it'll be good to go. So very, very cool. Again, all of these newer kind of electric cordless options, a bunch of companies are making them, and they're just really solid options, especially for individuals who, you have a kind of a typical size yard, anything like that, or you're not using them just all day, every day. These just seem like awesome options. And honestly, even for professionals who are using them every day, these are getting really close to the point where I think they're going to rival and keep up with most gas options. So being able to rapidly charge batteries and get enough batteries on board, you can probably get a full working day done and not have too many issues there. So that is it. Ego. Again, this is the 16-inch, I don't remember the full model, 16-inch Power Plus Super Duper Weed Eater model number. How about I give you that? This is the, I can't read it upside down. This is the ST1620T. So if you want to look it up on the website, you can check it out. I think it's going to be probably the first one that pops up on their website because it is their newest, shiniest, coolest model. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that. Are you guys using any OPE stuff that is battery powered yet? Let me know. Everyone's making it. Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, just about every normal or big power tool company has got a line of OPE stuff now. Then you got Ego, you've got Greenworks, you have a bunch of them out there. It's really cool and exciting to kind of see how all of this is kind of shaking up the market. So you guys let me know what you guys think. I will definitely, I think I'm going to definitely do a video of this thing in action just to kind of show it off. I've got a bunch of nice, tall, thick green, call it weeds, I guess, in the backyard, and we can cut through that and see how this handles it. I expect it to do a really good job. So look out for that video in the near future, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.